In all your time that you make interviews with any kind of radio, internet radio, normal radio, whatever, give it a question that you wait of this, and you have it never became.
Okay, a question that I never got. Well, I guess most questions I never got. I think it's very hard to answer because I didn't really wait for a question that never came. Usually the questions that comes are more or less the same, with a few exceptions, where people have done much more research about the band and know the background. And of course, those interviews are more interesting to answer, because otherwise, to always answer when the band was formed and which album we have done and everything, that's of course for me not too interesting to answer, because I have answered those questions for like 9 years now. For anyone interested, you can always go to our website, of course, or one of the official places, and you would find that information within 5 seconds. So those questions feels. I understand they want to introduce a new band, but at the same time, since we are not a new band anymore, we've been around for such. It's 8. We're on the 9th year now, so I would prefer if those kind of questions were researched on beforehand, and maybe they could tell about a little bit about the band before they're doing the interview, and then ask something maybe about what we're doing right now, or if they want to ask questions from the past, of course they are welcome, but maybe ask questions that they really know and couldn't find the answer to anywhere else. So I think the few times we're doing interviews such with you now, because I know you've been following the band for a long time, so you know a lot about the history of the band, and therefore you can ask questions that will be more interesting for the fans, because the fans who listens to the interview, they of course also have followed the band, so they know all these questions, the answers to them, because since they follow us, they know we are doing a lot of interviews, and those questions are answered on a weekly basis. So I think to make it interesting for the fans, it should be the questions that not everyone else asks.
That is the point, because I'm really sure it is really boring for the listeners, because all the facts from the past she can read on the homepage, whatever. It gives stuff enough. If you want found them in the internet, you will find it.
Exactly.
And it is for me, my intention for make interviews is I want show this the humans behind the name from the band. What is the intention for make this music? What makes this human? Yeah. Yeah,
and I think also that's what the fans want to know more about, because as I said, they already know the answers to all the usual stuff.
Yeah, there's no need for ask a question that is on 70 homepages to found or whatever. That makes for me no sense.
No, exactly, and it feels like it's more to try to fill
the time. Exactly.
Okay, we have 10 minutes for an interview here. Okay, let's ask this and this and this and this.
By the last interview with this answer, you have really touched me completely, and I'm sure you remember. My last question is what we all have really to know, what is important, what we have to know from Henrik Reimann, what we have to know from Evil Masquerade.
Yeah, that's basically what I just told you. Because we have no intention of stopping this band, because my idea with this band is that I want to go on till the day I die. And from what I have understood from a lot of fans, they would like to see that as well. So we have some good things going here. So what we need to do now is just to get it out and just we need to survive to be able to continue. And so the best thing people can do is just keep spreading the news about the band to friends and family and other metal fans. And if you like the music, please buy the album instead of downloading it. It's maybe it feels like, oh hey, well, what difference does it make if I download it instead of buying it? But let me tell you, people don't sell much albums these days, and that's also why the record companies are going down bankrupt one after another. So the industry is dying, or changing, I would like to say, because it's changing in this way that, for example, we start our own label and we have decided to do things differently. But if you really want to support Evil Masquerade, please buy our albums. That will make a huge difference. And if you want us to come out live, just mention our names to the festivals and the clubs, and that will make all the difference, because then we will be able to come and play in your city, and then we can have a cold beer and a chat after the gig, and that would be absolutely amazing, because that's what we all want in the band.
Mm-hmm. True words from an honest man. Okay, Henrik, I have really to thank you for this interview. Really. I can promise you will ever have my support, whatever I can do.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
You know, I make it now the last 3 years, and I will not stop with it.
So, jetzt Evil Masquerade with Hello Soul. Danach kommt die Überraschung, Martin. Er war Sänger in 2 Projekten von Henrik Freiman, wird auch jetzt vom Label von Henrik Freiman vertreten. Und ich sag euch eins, legt die Taschentücher bereit, der Song ist traumhaft schön. So absoluten Silvi-Song. Danach gibt's meinen Tschüss-Song, heute nicht von Chef Scott Gold, sondern von Evil Masquerade selbst. Ich hoffe, euch hat das Ganze genauso viel Spaß gemacht wie mir. Ich habe die 2 Stunden genossen. Die waren schneller rum, als ich gucken konnte. Ich danke für das Interesse und bleibt dabei. Demnächst kommen noch ganz andere Sachen. Versprochen.